Hey Facebook, it's Lexi here. How's your Monday going? Do you practice integrity? Do you know what it is? Today, me and my friend and colleague Clarissa Lake Myers are going to talk about that with you and really dive into it. So if you're watching the replay, I want you to put hashtag replay in the comments. How are you today? Happy Monday. So as I'm waiting for her to come on, I will just chat with you for a minute. I am a 21-year survivor, and through that time I have learned about integrity a lot deeper than I used to know. And there she is. Welcome, Clarissa. How are you?
I'm well. I am well. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me again.
Oh, you're very welcome. We were on last week. What were we talking about last week?
If I remember correctly, we were talking about trust. We've talked about trust.
That's right. Trust. Sorry, I had to ask you because I actually forgot as well. So I'm glad you remembered.
Mhm.
So, yeah, as I was telling the audience, I am a 21-year breast cancer survivor, and I have learned in that 21 years a lot of self-development, self-care, self-love. One of those things is increasing my integrity level. So today, Clarissa has graciously accepted to join me so we can dive in deeper on integrity and really talk about that. So welcome, Clarissa.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me
You're
okay?
welcome. I
Can you
can
hear
hear you
me?
fine. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes,
Yeah,
you're
I can hear
fine.
you fine. Awesome. And I can see you great too. So Sips is on and Todd is on. Hey, everybody, send us some emojis and do share this video out. We've got some important info to tell you today. So Clarissa, aka Reese,
Hmm.
a retired elementary school teacher, and she loved it. And she is
Yes.
also a spiritual entrepreneur who is interested in helping others improve their physical and financial health. So that is really awesome. I am all about that as well. So I'm really glad you could join me today, Reese. This is great.
Glad to be here.
Awesome. So I just wanted to start out with, let's dive in, okay? I just wanted to start out with a wonderful Brian Tracy quote that I just love, and I want to share this with you, Reese, and everybody
Okay.
that's watching. Brian Tracy says it this way: integrity is the most valuable and respected quality of leadership. Always keep your word. Now that's powerful.
Yes.
That is powerful. So the next thing I wanted to share is, what is integrity? What is the definition? The best definition I found while preparing for this go live is this: integrity is having strong moral principles and core values, and then conducting your life with those as your guide. Would you
Yes.
agree with that, Lucy?
Certainly agree. In fact, if we take a look at society today, even in elected offices, people running for office in leadership, you know, somehow we've fallen far from the mark. Well, I shouldn't say we. Some have fallen far off the mark. Integrity is something that, you know, when someone looks at you or calls your name, they should know right away, hey, this is somebody I can look up to, I can trust because they keep their word. They have strong moral principles, values, because we're not on this earth just for ourselves. We are like trailblazers or leaders. We are role models, and we need to be people of our word. And then sometimes, maybe you're not exactly where you want to be, but it's a journey. And as we live every day, we can try to emulate those values within ourselves, in front of other people, whether someone is watching you or not. You do the right thing regardless. You tell the truth. And as you said, you were looking up that term integrity, and I did the same. It's more than just keeping your word. According to what I have found, it says it's a
Excuse me,
concept of
Reese, could you
consistent.
repeat that? You were frozen there. Just repeat that
Oh, I'm
last 30
sorry.
seconds. That's okay.
Okay, let's see what I said. It's more than just keeping your word, whether one is present or sees you or not. It's more than just that. It goes a little deeper. It says it's consistency of actions, your values, your methods. So in other words, you're not just doing things today and then next month you're doing something else. It's consistency in not only your actions, your methods, your principles, your expectations, and outcomes. It goes on to say that uh, in ethics, integrity is regarded as the honesty and truthfulness or accuracy of one's actions. So it's more than just doing the right thing. You know, it can be measured and it's over time. And so as we are on our journey in life, it should be a goal of ours to be a person of integrity. You know.
I totally agree. Welcome, Dixie, to the broadcast. Let us know in the comments where you're watching this broadcast from, and everybody else too. Write in the comments where you're watching this from. It's wonderful to see you here. Thanks for the emojis, Sips. That's awesome. She's out in Ontario, Canada. So she's 2 hours ahead of me. So it's great she's able to hop on. I love what you said, Reese. I just love that. Being consistent. Choose to be integrity filled and do it all the time, whether somebody's watching or not.
That's
I
right.
totally agree. While I was taking notes preparing for this, I also wrote down, do what is right and not easy. And I don't think it's always easy. What are your thoughts on that, Reese?
Well, take for example a structure, a building. You know, the homeowner who goes and purchases a building, they're purchasing that building, that brand new home, with the idea that the builder was someone who worked with integrity. They purchased the quality materials. They had all the, there's supposed to be like someone to come and check off to make sure that certain things have been done correctly, codes. The building is up to code. And unfortunately, there are some people who don't have integrity as one of their goals, what they strive for. And here, the new homeowner purchases the home, and there are all these faults, these defects. And so, they're the ones who are going to be suffering. So, in anything that we do, business wise, relationships wise, we ought to be people of integrity. I was listening to a lady. She was just so distraught. She had gotten married, and in the marriage, I don't know how, they may have been married for 5 years, and in that marriage, that time period, they had 2 children. Well, her husband left, got a divorce, and the home that they had purchased together, he took off with the money. So she had nothing to take care of her children, and the home was being foreclosed on, and there she was, you know, victim to the streets. That's where she was going to be thrown because she had nowhere to go. And integrity speaks volumes about who you are as a person. You know, in any kind of relationships, whether it's personal, business, whatever, it's important.
Oh, I totally agree. Absolutely. Welcome to the broadcast, Lisa and Jason. Todd is watching us from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Awesome, Todd. It's great to have you here. Viewers, write in the comments do you live by integrity, or at least try to attempt to every single day? And I'm going to ask you another question. Do you put your courage over your comfort? Because I know having integrity sometimes isn't always comfortable. It reminds me of a story. I did part-time work temporarily for a home builder, like what you were talking about, a home contractor, Reese. And I saw crews come in and out and just slap together some work and then rush out. go for lunch or go for coffee, or I'm finished, drop the tools and run away. And then at the end, when the home was so-called finished, there was so much warranty work to do. It was awful. I felt so bad for the homeowners because there was so much warranty work for the contractor to come back to do. And there's things that you can't really fix. You just have to live with it. So it's really sad. And, you know, we compare that to marriage breakdowns as well. The same what you said about that lady and her husband, you know, they had to foreclose on the house. She was taken to the streets, basically. She had no other choice. I mean, it's just awful to see. And that's just great examples of low integrity. People choosing to live with low integrity all the time. It hurts other people. It ruins other people's lives, unfortunately. I think that it's very important to practice values other than just saying them. If we physically take action on those values, instead of just singing the praises, not doing it,
Right.
not right either, you know?
That's right.
Or it is right to practice the values, not just sing the praises, right? Just do it.
Right.
Hey, Tracy, thanks for jumping on.
I saw some friend, Milka Clark. I saw a few other friends who jumped on. And even my daughter, Rochelle, is on. And glad to see you all. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. This afternoon here, still probably morning there in Canada, isn't it? For
It's
you?
still
Is it
morning for another 45 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's great that your friends and your daughter is on. That's awesome. Welcome, guys. Another little notation that I did write, and I don't have kids, but I know you do, Reese, that, and I think this would resonate with you and your husband, Roland, quite well.
Yes.
And I'm sure you guys have lived like this. I've known you long enough. I think we met in January at a boot camp. Am I correct?
Yes, I think so. Yes. Yes, we did.
So Reese and I have known each other for probably 7 months, going on 8 now. So I think I got a really good take on Reese, and I truly believe and feel that her and Roland have a very good moral compass, which is excellent.
We try.
Liv,
We try. We're not experts. We're not perfect, but we strive every day, you know.
that's it. You know, if you strive every day, we're all perfectly imperfect. So it's all good.
Yes.
Live so that when your kids think of fairness and caring and integrity, they think of you.
Well, I hope so. My daughter said something to me the other day when she'd asked me, Mom, how did you know Dad was the right person for you? And so in our conversation, she said, you know, because she's 20, she probably wouldn't want me to say her age, but anyway, she says that, Mom, that's why I haven't gotten married yet. Not that she's not been asked, but I think she's looking at her dad and me, our relationship, and what she is expecting in whatever relationship she has with a mate. You know, I said it's more than just, you know, oh, he's handsome, he's cute, and whatever. But you look at the way that person treats you, how they treat other people, the choice of words that they speak. Are they belittling women? You know, calling them out of their names. You know, there's this new term going around. It starts with a B, that, you know, women are being referred to. And all that speaks to who you are in terms of your morals, you know, and it's not okay to just, you know, flip off at the mouth and use profanity. Those words speak to who you are as a person. And it does go back to integrity, you know, doing the right thing. We know that there are good words to speak, and then there are bad words to speak. You know, it's not going to make you look big and macho to just rattle those words, those filthy words out of your mouth. You know, like for attention, it really makes you look small to me, in my opinion.
Well, it sounds to me like you and Roland have set the bar pretty high for your girls. And that's good
Not
because they're not going to settle.
Yes, that is so true. You know, because sometimes women, in particular, you know, as they get older, maybe they hadn't found the person that they would like to spend their lives with. And so then they say, oh, well, my childbearing years are coming, the clock is ticking. And I'm saying, I don't know if we're not off the subject. We're still talking about integrity, but they just go ahead and settle. The first person who asks them to, oh, would you marry me or whatever. And nowadays, some of them are not even thinking about marriage. It's just say, okay, well, let's just go and live together. Again, strong moral values. That's where I'm coming from. Thank you for those thumbs up, those likes. Sometimes I'm wondering if I'm the only one thinking like this. But some people say, and even my kids say at times, "Mama, you're old-fashioned. You're all old-fashioned." Well, all these principles, these values go right back to a source, the Word. Because God, He walked the planet. He walked the earth to show us how we are to live, and so we use the Bible as our guide. And it goes back to the commandments. God gave us 10 of them, 4 of them relating to how we are, our relationship with Him, and then 6, our relationship with each other. So,
Yes. Excellent. And I wanted to say hello to Diane, Dimitri, and Christine for hopping on. Thanks, guys. Again, Reese and I are talking about integrity and diving deep here and really giving you some strong points and to, really encourage you to strive to reach the highest integrity today. Don't kick yourself over yesterday if you weren't where you need to be. Strive today and strive tomorrow to be better than you were today.
That's right, because life is a journey. It's a journey, and so every day we try to be a little bit better than we were yesterday, and we just keep striving, aiming for that mark. And again, there is a guidebook to help us along the way.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you said some awesome things, Reese. That's just great, and I know it's that your comments have helped the viewers. Again, viewers, if you're watching the replay, please put #replay in the comments. Now I'm just going to read the definition of integrity just to kind of start winding this down. And in case, just for those that are just jumping on now, integrity is having strong moral principles and core values and then conducting your life with those as your guide. Once you set those in place, they're there, they're in you, they're in your DNA. So it'll naturally be your go-to for those to guide you. It's your strong moral compass that's in you. You've made that decision. And so moving forward, that's what your decisions will be based on, whether you realize it or not. But it's just how it works, right? And you always do it whether you always do it whether somebody's watching or not.
That's right. And somebody is watching, we think somebody human, but guess what? Overall, there's someone, our supreme being, our creator, who is watching. So you can't do anything in the dark, so to speak. There's a saying, whatever's done in the dark will come to light. But if you are constantly aware that you are not here on this planet by yourself, our creator, God, He made us, and He is watching, and we have to keep that in our mind. So, sometimes you think you're doing something, you're getting away with it. Oh, nobody saw it. Someone is always watching.
I totally agree. Just because somebody physical isn't watching doesn't mean you're not being watched.
Exactly.
God is there watching. You're never alone.
That's right.
If He's there for the good, He's also there for the bad.
Yes. Hi, Myron. I saw somebody pop on.
Awesome. Anybody else you wanted to say hello to, Reese?
There are a few others that came on, but that was further up. Let me see if I can go back and see. Milka, hi, Sherry Brown. Oops, words went away. Okay, hold on. Oops. Sometimes technologies, the little gremlins, as they come out. Rochelle, my daughter. One of my former pastors is on, George Thornton, and Belinda, some of my friends. Yes, just want to say thank you for hopping on and joining us. And if you have a thought or comment that you wanted to add, feel free to jot it in the comments.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll just reiterate Brian Tracy's quote one more time, just because I love it. For those of us that for those of you that just hopped on and we're going live too. Brian Tracy says this: integrity is the most valuable and respected quality of leadership. Always keep your word. So with that, we'll close out. And viewers, if you are wanting to know more about Reese and what she does, oh, you're welcome, Jason. Thank you. I will leave a link up above this go live. You can click on that link and find out more about Reese. Where will we guide our viewers to for you, Reese?
I do have a page, Facebook page. It's called Reese's Domain. It's my little space, and they can go there.
Okay, awesome. I will put that link up above this video, viewers, so you can click on that and find out more about Reese and what she does and all about her. And I will also leave a link for my group. I try to inspire and motivate people to live a healthier and wealthier life, physically and financially. So I will leave a link to my group up above this video, and you can click on that and join the group. I'd love to see you there. Well, Reese, this has been completely awesome. I thank you again for hopping on with me today.
Thank you for having me again.
You're very welcome. It was fun. I really enjoyed this. And I know that, you know, what we're doing today is helping people for today and tomorrow and the tomorrows after that.
That's right. Leaving a legacy. leaving a legacy. That's right.
Absolutely. Okay, that's it for now, guys. Happy Monday. Appreciate you, Reese. Have an awesome day.
Thank you. You do too.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.